Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Mr. Pig versus Tommy, and this is going to be another Throwback Thursday video, and this is a series where on Thursdays I go ahead and post some old formats, and this is going to be GOAT format, and let's hop right into this. So we are going to see Mr. Pig win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and decide to go first, 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Giant Rat, Morphine Jar, Area B, Greed, Ojama Trio, and then Just Desserts. So this is a burn deck. We actually have not seen this on the channel yet. And that's actually kind of crazy because we posted Go a lot. This is our first burn deck, I believe. And then they have Bozo. I know it's Bazoo, but it's definitely Bozo. Dust Tornado, Thunder Dragon, Bozo, and then Kaiku. So they're going to go ahead and activate Greed, draw on the Force and Secret Barrel. And then they're going to set the Morphine Jar, activate Area B, and then set Ojama Trio, set Just Desserts, set Secret Barrel, pass, draws Mirror Force. And then they're going to set 2, activate Thunder Dragon effect, dump itself to go grab Thunder, and then discard Thunder, go grab Thunder. They're not trying to have a lot of cards because that plays into stuff like Secret Barrel. It also plays into the, I don't even know the name of it. It's like the little koala that burns for each card in their hand. Then they're going to set, pass, draw Snatch Steal, activate Ojama Trio, go ahead and pass over some tokens, and then Just Desserts, burn for 2,000, summon Exiled Force. Well, I mean, I guess it gets switched to defense, but then they're going to go ahead and use the effect to hit that, and then set Snatch Steal, flip, and then effect, wipe the hands, and go ahead and draw 5. They draw Just Desserts, Call the Haunted, Ceasefire, Ojama Trio, Heavy Storm, and then they're going to draw some Nox, Magician of Faith, Sakuretsu Armor, Dust Tornado. The Dust Tornadoes are going to be really good. They're actually going to activate one here on Snatch Steal. And then use the effect of Dust Tornado that nobody uses that you can go ahead and set one. And then activate Secret Barrel. I mean, why didn't they activate this like 2 seconds ago? They could have burned for an extra 200. That's weird. And then go ahead and Heavy Storm. That'll be wiping the back rows. And then set 3 and pass. And then they're going to draw Return, which is not very great right here. They don't have anything banished. They don't have a way to get anything banished. Well, I mean, I guess they could like knock their own card and return it back, but they're not going to do that. End phase, activate Just Desserts, and then draws. Okay. This wasn't. I think I said Koala. I think that's what it is. A Koala that burns. They're also playing a Panda in this deck. This card can go ahead and attack. They do have Sakuretsu Armor, but they have Call. Yeah, go ahead and activate, summon out. I actually want to read what this card does exactly. Increase the attack of this card by 500 for each monster on the opponent's side of the field. Okay, holy, it's at 28. When this card attacks with an attack that's higher than defense. Okay, so it does piercing. So this is at 28. The tokens actually have 1,000, but then they take 300 when they go. So 28 over that, that's 18. So they're still actually going to be at 100. But then Ceasefire will end the game. Oh, they admit defeat. They probably don't realize the tokens have 1,000 defense. Unfortunate, but they were going to lose that one anyways. Going on to the next game, we're going to see the Tommy decide to go first. Opening hands, we have MST, Premature Burial, Fairy Lily, Call the Haunted, Snatch Steal, and then they have Gorilla, Roar, Dust Tornado, Sangan, Thunder Dragon, and then there's 6 draws, Sakuretsu Armor. Go ahead and Thunder Dragon effect, dump itself to go ahead and grab 2 Thunders. And then normal summon Sangan. Set 2, pass, draw Graceful Charity, and then activate Graceful Charity. I can't tell exactly what deck they're playing. It kind of looks like Chaos Control. They're going to go ahead and draw. There we go, that's the Koala. I knew it was Koala. See, it burns for 400 for each card in their hand. And also, they draw Greed off of Graceful. Kinda sacky. Go ahead and discard those. Graceful's not nearly as good in this deck as like a lot of other decks because this deck doesn't have like the greatest discards for it. Look at that. Go ahead and Greed, draw Ojama Trio, Giant Trinade. They're probably just salty because they don't have a side deck built for this deck. MST, hit Dust Tornado, and then set Calls, set Trios, set Jars, set Premature Burial, pass. You know, they want to set a lot so that way Jar can go off and get them like more pluses, but they don't want to set like too many, I'm guessing, so that way they don't get hit by like a storm Nock combo. Draw breaker. They're gonna set, go ahead and attack, jar to wipe the hands, and then draws into a trio, magic cylinder, Nock, secret barrel, cyber jar. This is actually really, really good. And then they're going to draw DD Warrior Lady, Mobius, Kaiku, Spell Canceller, Dust Tornado. So they definitely have a side deck somewhat built for this deck. Spell Canceller will be decent. It's not going to be super insane like it would against like a Royal Magical Library FTK deck. But they're still going to go ahead and summon it out. Sandgain effect to go search. Look at them. They go ahead and add there, like they set one and then they go ahead and add as they pass, but they want to trash talk the opponent like they weren't about to just somehow forget Sandgan. Draw area B, and then they're gonna set, and then pass, draw Nock. They do have Spell Canceller up though, so this negates all the spells, not just the opponent's. Normal summon set, trying to play around like Koala here and such. And then they're going to get that effect, go ahead and wipe. And then looking at the hits, we're going to see actually 3 monsters hit on their side. What this card does is it will destroy all monsters on the field. Both players will get the top 5 cards. All level 4 and lower monsters are either going to be special summoned or set. Well, I guess special summoned, set. And then all the other cards will be added to hand. So it's like really good in a deck like this too, where you're playing burn. You know, if you hit like 1-2 monsters, you get to add like 1-2 burn cards. Can be insane. They're gonna get like Royal Decree there. Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and add back. The opponent's just never gonna set a monster now, because there's Nock. They can't afford to just like have Nock be hit on their monster and just be put like 1 turn behind through that. Go ahead and try. I mean, that was a really good 1 monster to hit. They're going to go ahead and wipe these out. And then activate Greed, draw on the Sakaretsu Armor into Koichi, set Royal Decree, pass, and then draw Heavy Storm. Oh my gosh. That was such a good draw. Activate Call of the Haunted. They're going to chain Dust Tornado. Then activate Drama Trio, chain Royal Decree. And then they're going to activate Heavy Storm here. Sure, DeanOOR doesn't even do anything because Decree was up. Activate Area B, switch to defense, and then they're going to set pass, draw Ring of Destruction. And then normal summon out Mobius, activate the Mobius effect, and then they're going to go ahead. Did they even target? I think they targeted the Limiter and the Secret Barrel. And then they went ahead and, like, you know, Chain Link 2, Chain Link 3, just that way they can put some extra cards on their field. Yeah, they're going to end up taking 600 more here. And then those are all going to get popped. So, you know, they're actually pretty far behind here. They're going to set, pass, draw a Dust Tornado. Switch, go ahead and Nock, hit Sandgan. Didn't they know they had Nock? I think they did. I think Nock was hit off of the Cyber Jar. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it was for them and them. Because the one that was set was already set before Cyber Jar even activated. So I think they just misplayed by setting that. And then go ahead and attack. And then set Magician of Faith. They do know they have Nock, but I guess they just want to like force one out. It does make it so that way they have 1 less card. So they'll take like less burn damage when they activate certain burn cards. They're going to set, Nock, go ahead, hit the Magician of Faith, and then pass, draw card destruction, attack with the Mobius, take the damage, set Dekoichi, activate Just Desserts, burn for 25. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, I mean, they do have Dust Tornado though. They're going to set Dust Tornado, go ahead and hit that. You want to hit that during the end phase, so that way like it can't be chained or anything. Draw Cyber Jar, flip Dekoichi, draw MST. Yeah, that's game. go ahead, attack and attacks. Now moving on to game 3. That was a good game. So now game 3, we're going to see Burn go first. Opening hands, we have Koala, Giant Trinade, Mind Control, Panda, Magic Cylinder. Mind Control can be extremely good on something like Magician of Faith. Draws into another Panda. This hand doesn't seem that crazy, but goat format is a little bit slower. You don't need to like open up insane to still win. Like we saw last game, they opened up the Graceful into Pot of Greed, and they still lost. Top decking Heavy Storm against the Royal Decree. And they have Card Destruction, Dust Tornado, Decoichi, Pot of Greed, and then Mobius. This is probably also something that's like sided in along with like the Spell Canceller just to go ahead and hit back row. Set pass, draw Kaiku. Then they're going to activate Pot of Greed. And then that draws into a Threatening Roar and a Breaker. And then normal summon out Breaker. Effect, go ahead and hit the Magic Cylinder. They're going to set Dust Tornado, activate Card Destruction. So go ahead and ditch the hands. And then draws into Just Desserts, Area B, Snatch Deal, Geometrio. They're going to activate Duo here. This is a very excellent 1-for-2. You know, they're not playing anything like Serpent or Thunder Dragon, so this is just pretty much always going to be good. And then set Dust Tornado, Battle Phase Attack. They set that way they could play around Koala. So now, they took 1,000 damage there, but this isn't 500 for each card. It's 400 for each card, so they should actually, because they took 12 when they're supposed to take 1,000 total when it comes to the attack and the Koala effect. Draw Premature Burial. Then activate Snatch Steal, chain Dust Tornado, go ahead and smack that, activate Area B, and then chain Dust Tornado. They have to chain it there, otherwise this gets switched to defense. This is level 3, so they can just like switch it to attack and then beat over. They want to keep their body there. Pass, draw King Tiger, okay. And then set MST, pass, draws Giant Trinade, pass, draw the Koichi, set, pass, draw Morphine Jar. Wow, this like 18 booty is really going in here. Giant Trinade to bounce, set. I'm not too sure why they did that actually. It kind of just doesn't make sense to activate Giant Trinade there. You can just like set it, right? And then like hope that the opponent like MSTs it, Dust Tornadoes it or something. There's just no point in activating it there. Pass, draw Magician of Faith. Then activate MST, go ahead, hit the back row, switch, draws in the Sakaretsu Armor. They're going to set some cards, Breaker attack, Morphine Jar effect, and they did play around it pretty good there. Draw Ceasefire, Cyber Jar, Area B, Ring, and Torrential. That's not bad. And then they're going to draw the Mobius, Tribe, Torrential, Mirror Force, King Tiger. This is not great, but it's also not bad. Draws Knock. Ooh, okay, go ahead and knock the Magician of Faith. Pretty excellent there. Otherwise, you can go ahead and grab like MST or Duo. Activate Area B, switch to defense. Set, pass, draw Thunder Dragon. Then they're going to normal summon this out, get switched to defense because of Area B. They could have just Heavy Storm first, right? Okay, so they're going to Heavy Storm now. Chain Ring, go ahead and hit Breaker. That's interesting. Why did they not Heavy Storm and then summon? But pass, draw Seeker Barrel. They're going to flip Cyber Jar effect. That will go ahead, destroy all monsters. They're both going to look at the top 5. Ooh, they hit Greed there. And they hit like the one monster. That's all they need to hit. And looking at theirs. Okay, so did they only did 4 there? Am I wrong? Yeah. There's the 5th one. I was like, they only did 4. Go ahead, summon out DD Warrior Lady. And the rest are going to go to hand. It's not bad for them. They don't even have a light yet. But they can easily get one. They can just Thunder Dragon effect, get itself to the graveyard. Then they're going to go ahead, add back, summon out the Giant Rex. Pretty good. Activate Pot of Greed. And then Pot of Greed into Graceful. Oh, there's a lot of burn cards. They have 5 burn cards if they want to set them all. Go ahead, set 3. They draw Graceful. Then they're going to activate Double Seeker Barrel. Is this game? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, that's a game. These are both going to burn for 2,200. And they're only at 42, so that's 44 damage. That's game. Said Sacker. Get mad. Amateur. That's great. That's actually great. I'm so happy that the Tommy person got so mad. That's like the only thing they said the entire game. They said, Sacker, lag, Sacker. Like, they're definitely salty there, but it happens. I think that just makes the replay like just that much better. But that is going to be it for the GOAT format. We can see that it kind of felt like the burn deck just wasn't in control the entire match. It kind of felt like this deck just always like was a little bit ahead, but this deck just like they just ended up getting the win. But this deck had like a lot of ways to like, you know, MST, Dust Tornado, the Monarch, Heavy Storm, Spell Canceller, stuff like that. It felt really good against this deck. The duos even felt like insane. Yeah, I definitely don't think this deck is as good as like Chaos Control, but it was definitely cool to see this deck. Again, I'm pretty sure this is the first time we're showing this list off on the channel, and it was very cool to show off. You know, we've shown off like the Royal Magical Library FTK before. Probably the only time we will ever show that off. Maybe like one time in a year from now we'll show it off again, just because like that deck is not fun to watch. That deck takes so long to FTK, and it's just the same thing every time. But we're going to see that the match was only 24 minutes long. Wow, that was a really quick match. They must have been playing like extremely quick. Like draw, set, pass. Like literally that fast. But with that being said, that is going to be it for this week's Throwback Thursday video. If you like these kind of videos, go ahead and subscribe. I do this every Thursday. I do 2 of them every Thursday. I try to do one different format every week and then one GOAT format, just because I get so many GOAT format replays because it's like the most played one. And then also tomorrow I'm going to be doing Funky Fridays. If you have any replays you want to send in for that, potentially get on the channel, make sure to go ahead and send them in. There's a link down below in the description, or there's like a text down below in the description that tells you my email and my Discord if you want to go ahead and send them in. And with that being said, the DB Grind, or if you even want to send an old format. And with that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.